Imagine cracking a tooth right now. Today, you'd take a pill, call a dentist, and forget about it by next week. But for almost all of human history, that same cracked tooth could kill you. No painkillers, no anesthesia, no dentist. Just you and the pain. For hundreds of thousands of years, being alive meant being in pain and having almost no way to stop it. So how did ancient humans survive it? Start with just how much pain there was. No shoes, so cut and infected feet. Hunting meant broken bones, deep gashes, falls from height. Childbirth with no help and no relief. Teeth that slowly rotted with no way to fix them. And the quiet killer, infection. A scratch, a splinter, a small wound. With no antibiotics, any of them could turn deadly. Pain wasn't an event back then. It was the background hum of being alive. But here's the first thing that helped, and it's inside you right now. When you're badly hurt, your brain floods your body with endorphins, natural chemicals stronger than morphine. It's why people in accidents sometimes feel nothing at first, then the pain hits later. Evolution built us an emergency painkiller, so a wounded human could still run from the predator and fall apart afterward. Then they looked around them. Ancient humans became experts in plants. They chewed willow bark for aches, and willow bark contains the same compound we now turn into aspirin. They used poppies. They packed wounds with honey, which actually kills bacteria. They found molds that fought infection, thousands of years before we named penicillin. They didn't understand the chemistry, but through endless trial, error, and death, they slowly learned which plant dulled which pain. A walking pharmacy, memorized and passed down through generations. Pain also lives in the mind, and ancient healers understood that better than you'd think. They used chanting, rhythm, ritual, and belief. It's easy to call that superstition, but the placebo effect is real and powerful. Genuinely believing you're being healed measurably reduces how much pain you feel. A trusted healer, a calming ritual, your whole community gathered around you. That lowered suffering for real. And when none of that was enough, it got brutal. They set broken bones by brute force. They pressed fire to open wounds to stop the bleeding and burn out infection. There's even trepanation, drilling a hole straight through the skull, one of the oldest surgeries we've ever found. And here's the astonishing part. Many of those skulls show signs of healing, which means people survived it. They lived through procedures wide awake that you can barely stand to imagine. Which leads to a strange truth. Ancient humans almost certainly had a higher tolerance for pain than you do. Not because their bodies were different, but because they had no choice. Pain you cannot escape becomes pain you learn to carry. Every single one of your ancestors lived through agony that you've been lucky enough to avoid. So the next time you swallow a painkiller for a headache, think about the unbroken line of humans standing behind you, who felt that same pain, and so much worse, with nothing but willow bark, a trusted hand, and the will to make it to morning. You're not just lucky, you're the descendant of the ones who were tough enough to survive the pain that killed everyone else. If this made you grateful for the little bottle in your medicine cabinet, there's a whole world of questions like this one. Subscribe, and let's keep figuring out how we got here.